Hello everyone, this is Old Gamer, and today we're going to be continuing with the lesson number 8. So, in our previous videos, we went ahead and showed you banners, fonts, and adding sprites, how to get to know the Fighter Factory, and also get to know your Paint.net. But at the same time, I taught you how to make a little intro startup menu for the Ikemen Go. Well, today we're going to be working on a new project and we're going to be teaching you how to make animation. Well, we already know how to make animations now, but we're going to show you how to do fade in and fade out animation for the Ikemen Go. Now, I kind of cheated a little bit because I went ahead and used AI technology to create these images, and then after that I kind of did a little bit of altering. Now you have to understand that not many people can do animation, but AI technology will definitely can help you with animation. It's just got to have patience and get the right one that you need. So today we're going to be teaching you how to make fade in and fade out animation for the Ikemen Go. So right now, as you can see, as soon as I started clicking the start menu, you notice how it just start off with the main menu kind of moved to the slide to the side. But when we went ahead and click on the arcade and we click on this, nothing's happening, right? Excuse the ugly mess. Remember, when you're making screen pack, we're changing stuff. So for example, if we went ahead and go to the options screen, oops, I made a mistake, closed it by mistake. So if we go to the options screen as an example and we click on it, it becomes a fade in black and it just goes through this. Alright, so I took the time and created, believe it or not, a fade in and fade out animation. So when you click on the option screen, it's going to go directly to the logo and it's going to open it up with a transition. Okay, so this transition is made by me by using a little bit of AI technology. Okay, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our Fighter Factory. Okay, and we're going to navigate our way to our system sprite data sheet right here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and go to, believe it or not, we're going to go to add a sprite. Okay, and we're going to grab this one first. We're going to grab it one little bit at a time. So we're going to grab this one first. I'm going to put it in the center. And then we're going to give this group number a number 5. There you go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and grab the rest of them. Okay. Now remember, I created a group number 5, and then I'm going to add a 1. Once I add this one, it's going to add the rest of them. Just like that. And I'll show you how I did that. So I click on this little square PCX. We already did number 4, so we're going to grab number 5, and then on your keyboard, hold the CTRL and hold down to it, and then left click on number 9. I'm sorry, my bad. Let's start over. So click on number 5, hold the shift key, and then click 9. Now you want to hand grab the whole entire thing and then hit open. Now we're going to continue by adding 5 the group and 5 the index. Right in here, we're going to type in 5 and then on the index and 5. Boom. Now it became a 9. Now see how it's saying group 5 and index 9? Alright, so now you know how to add the sprites. So let's go ahead and do the rest of them. So we did 9. Let's go ahead and grab 10 and 14, 5 and 10. And then 15 and 19. Alright, now we did 19. Now we're going to grab 20 and 24. These are the sprites that I created. You know, I could just sit there all day and try to teach you guys how to make transaction, but that just takes. I'm trying to show you how to make a transaction. Um, you're gonna have to create your own transaction, believe it or not. Okay, and it is a little bit of time consuming. So you can see I added the sprites. You see that? But it is worth it once you create transition. Okay, and there you go. We're gonna grab number 25 and 29, 5 and 25. There you go. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and grab 30 and 34. Okay, 5 and 30. Just like that. Okay. And then the last two numbers, 34, 30, 35, and 36. Okay. All right, 35. And that makes it a total of 36. Okay. So you can see how I did that, right? Okay, so as you can see, it's an actual animation. So we're going to go ahead and save this real quick. Now we're going to go to the animation tab right here. We're going to go at the end of the line. Okay, and then we're going to create a new animation. Let's find that 25. If you can see 25, number 5 is right there. Okay, then we're going to click on these two little pieces of papers. And we're going to call this one fade in. Animation. And we're going to give it a 5. I think putting a speed of I think 2 should do it. We'll see. All right. Now we're gonna do a little bit of. Is it there? Or what did it go? Did I forgot to add it? Yeah, I guess I did. Let's go ahead and add a new one. All right. Try again. 5 and 2. Fade in. Animation. Now hit OK. And there it goes. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we play it. All right. We need to fix this. So let's go ahead and stop it. At the beginning of the number and at the end of the number, we need to have a timer, okay? Because remember, we're creating a fade in for the option screen, okay? So because we want it to show the logo, closing the front of the screen of um of the main menu, you see. So we have to make sure that we do this right. So begin action. We're gonna press enter. We're gonna copy this number right here. Okay, and then we're gonna paste it. We're gonna add a new number, and that is 38. Just like that. Okay. Now at the end of the number, we want to completely stop it completely. So we're gonna go ahead and add another code command on the animation code there, and we're gonna add a 37. Okay, and this time we're going to add a -1 so it can stop the animation. Okay, all right, so we're going to hit save and apply, and look what happens when we play the animation. Watch, see how it stops? And that's the fade in. Okay, all right, so we're going to go ahead and grab this code, the entire code. We're going to copy it. Then we're going to navigate our way to the data folder of our Ikemen. Go to Ikemen 1. Then we're going to go to system. Okay. And then on your keyboard, I want you to hold the control key and the shift key. And we're going to type in this, options, and press enter. And here we are. We're at the option settings right now. Oh, wait. That's the other part. Let's go ahead and find next, find next. There we go. Now, you're not going to see the fade, and you got the fade in out, and then you see that now you see where it says fade in dot animation, and it has a little semicolon right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove that, and also we're going to do the same thing for fade out as well. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add the begin action number, and that was number 5. Okay, we're going to come back to the animation fade out later. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. And what I like to do is when I paste and copy a animation code, I never put it between the settings here. So I'm going to scroll all the way down, and I'm going to paste in that code just like that. And then I'm going to say for the option screen, so they know what that is. We're going to hit apply. Okay. Now let's take a look at the fade in and see if it works. So as soon we hit the option screen, you're going to see that animation going by real fast. All right, here we go. Let's go to options. As soon as we hit that, okay, as soon as we hit it, it's going to go into the fade in animation. Okay. Okay, we got it right. You see that? I think I need to reverse the I think I need to reverse the number for let me take a look. I think cuz that's supposed to be the fade out. Yeah, that's supposed to be the fade out. So so the fade out will, I think I messed that up. So I'm going to make this one a 9. No, I'm going to make this we're going to grab this code. We're going to go 9 8 7 6 okay 5 4 3 2 and 1 and 0. Okay, and this will be the fade in. This will be the fade in with the number 38 right here. Yeah, 38 right there. Okay, so we're going to grab this code right here. We're going to change this, copy this. Yeah, that's the fade in. I'm trying to remember how I did this because it's been so long. All right, let's take a look at our animation one more time. See, that's supposed to be the fade out. That's the fade out. That's supposed to be the fade out. Supposed to close and fade out. Okay. So we need to fade in. Let me go ahead and see what happens. think I have to reverse the number. Yeah, yeah, I think. Let me take a look at that one more time. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this code. We're gonna go ahead and that will be the fade out. That's gonna be the fade out right there. Okay, and we're gonna change it a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this, the rest of this code right here. Cut it, space it, paste it, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab this code right here. So this will be the fade in. I think it's been so long that I haven't touched this stuff, man. I should have timed it right, but uh, let's see. Okay, so we want this one as number 6. Because I want the fade out is where it closes and then it does the teleportation. Okay, so this should be the fade out, I believe. I think. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Option. There we go. Okay, the fade out should be number 6. The begin action is number 6. All right, let's go back down here real quick. Yep. All right, let's play around with. We're gonna be playing around with a lot of stuff, but I want you to see how fading really works on Ikemen. So let's go ahead and see if it works. Let's go ahead and close this and see how it behaves. Don't worry about how it looks right now. We'll worry about the position later. We just want to see how she's doing. All right, so as soon as I hit this, yeah, okay. And then when we close it, it's, yeah, you see, that's what we wanted it to do. So we want a little delay. We want a little delay, and then we want to do a little delay. Fade in time, that's right. Fade in time. I believe it's is the fade in time. Okay. Fade in time is 20. The fade in time is 20. Okay. And then we're gonna go back to the animation code. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah. I think this number right here is, wait, it's supposed to go up. So the delay will be this one, number 9. So we're gonna go ahead 50. Okay, and then grab this code right here, cut it, and put it at the bottom. There we go. All right, let's take a look at it one more time. And then we need to position it. Um, and to position it, we have to use this right here. Okay, I believe it's 640 minus 640. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and put that in there. I'm going to highlight 64 and minus. There we go. All right, let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it's positioned the way we want it. Remember when I told you guys about the animation position? And this is what it does. Because we can control the animation or how you guys want to do it, you know? All right. We'll worry about position this one later. But right now we want to see how she behaves. All right, let's see what happens now. Oh, well, I guess it went the wrong way. Let's see. Let's try it this way now. All right, let's go ahead and save it. Try that again. There we go. You see how it took a while? Now we can actually increase the number a little bit. Let's try again. Let's try 70. All right, let's try again. There we go. You see, and then when you see, all right. So I'm gonna try putting this right here. When I borrow this number 9, no, I'm gonna go ahead and remove number 11 because 10 because we don't want the look that we want the splash to come in. And let's take a look at the animation sprite that I created because I made a boo-boo. Okay, let's see. So let's put it. No. So it goes boom, 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 boom. On number 5. Yeah, see, I remember where I left off. That's funny. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, and to close, we're gonna go ahead and borrow this. Okay, so now we're gonna change the animation for this one. We're gonna copy the 64. Yeah, and just to be safe, we're gonna go ahead and do that for this one too. I wanted to do the splash thing, but this will do. But I guess you guys understand how to do the fade in and fade out animation now. All right, so go ahead and save that. Let's go and close it and see how she behaves. I believe we're going to go ahead and grab this number 9. Yeah, I think this will do. That will do. All right, let's see what happens. So let's open it and see what happens. Hmm. Yeah, we're going to borrow this code right here and put it right in here. See what happens. Just to play with it. We're going to keep playing with these numbers until we get it right. Okay, we did it right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and grab that code and change it back to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's take a look at the animation for 0. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and grab that number 9. And go ahead and paste that in there. I'm going to put this as a 2. Alright. Go ahead and grab this right here. Cut that. Put this back. Because we want it to look like it's closing, you see? And we want a little delay on this one, 70. And then does the animation after that. Okay, there you go. Let me see. It was a 70? Yeah, it was 70. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and close and see how she behaves. So as soon as you open it, it opens up, and when we close it closes it down, and then goes to the. Okay, yeah, the little delay there, a little bit too much. Let's try at 11, a 10 there, until we get it right. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Well, actually, it's not the fade in. The fade out for the animation is not for the option screen. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. So, um, we could turn off the animation for the, because we want the fade out for the menu. So let's go back to the option screen. Control F. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the fade out for number for that, and then we're gonna go all the way to the top. And I believe it's fade out animation. Dot animation equals 6. All right, let's see what happens now. Because when we try to escape, we don't want it to show the option screen that does the fade out. We want this right here. Okay, boom. There. Wait. Let's try that again. Try again. I guess we need to fix the delay of the fade out. Yeah, I think that let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Control Z. Okay, put that back where it was. Fade out time is 20, so we'll drop it down to 5 to 10 at least. Let's see what happens now. Let's go and close that and see. We almost got it. We just gotta like play with it a little bit. Try to get that. Let's see what happens when we put a 0 on the fade in. Oops. There you go. Alright, we'll put a 0 and see what happens. We gotta keep on playing with these numbers until we get it right. Close. Let's try again. Let's try again. You gotta keep on playing with it until you get it right. Yeah, let's put it back to 20 then. I'm gonna use this code for something else. Alright. let's see now. I'm gonna keep on playing with this number until we get it, because I want to do it right. I don't want it like. There you go. Oh, see now the fade in took. Okay, so it closed right there. So we want to put a 70. There you go. All right, let's see now. We're almost there. Open up, close it. Okay, I did save it. Okay, so let's go back to the fade in timer. All right. Okay, let's try pushing it a little bit higher on the fade out. Let me put the 30. You know, these fade outs are really annoying. You just gotta know how to time it. There you go, that's much better. Okay. Okay. And then on the menu, on the title menu, we're gonna go ahead and fix that. Okay. Let's see here. Also, it's supposed to be 30. Fade out dot animate equals 6. Now let's see how she behaves. No, it's supposed to be 7, not 6. Oh my goodness. I made a boo boo. Again. Alright, let's go ahead and close this and try again. We're almost there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and click on this. Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. We're gonna click on this. But see, it shouldn't be having no fade out color. Alright, let's try this again. Oh yeah, we need to close it. Let's try that again. You know, you gotta play around with it just to get it right. Nope. Actually, let's increase this. Go back to the animation code real quick. I'm gonna borrow this real quick. Put this underneath here. Yeah. Alright, let's see how she behaves. Remember, we're trying to make a fade in and fade out. So when you do it for the option screen, you also gotta do it for the other menus because it takes effect. See? Ah. I might have to reverse this. Reverse this code. I think we have to we need to reverse it. You know, because we don't want it. We don't want it to show the. Yeah. All right. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're reversing the code because it seems like I did a boo-boo when I was making the animation for the fade in. 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. All right, let's save that. And copy this code because I forgot to do one thing. All right, let's see now. All right, let's take a look and let's take a look at that animation one more time. There you go. But see, it shouldn't do that fade in. You see, it shouldn't do that. So let's go ahead and scroll up on the fade out on the main menu. Both fade outs shouldn't, the fade in and so the fade out is on 40. So we're gonna change that into a 0. Okay, for the fade out at least. Then and the fade in for the option will be 0. Where are you? 0. Where are you? Fade out time. There you are. Oh, wait, there it is. All right. So we'll put a 0 there and save it. Okay, that I think it's the fade in or the fade out. I can't. No, yeah, I think the fade in time should be a 0 too as well. All right, let's take a look. It should be no darkness when it does that. There shouldn't be. All right, let's take a look. But see, you're not supposed to slow it down like that. Maybe adding a -1. Let's see. I don't know if it'll crash, but we're trying to have it no fade in. I don't know, but that's not how it's supposed to happen. I'm trying to think. It has something to do with the color palette. See, let's see. Let's see, because we can blend it with white. Yeah, white is 0. I'm running out of options here. I'm trying to see. That mine didn't do any good. Maybe. I guess the higher it is, the more delay, maybe? Let's see. Because in Mugen, when you turn down the fade out, it becomes solid. On here, it's different. See, I don't like that how it looks. I don't understand why it doesn't wanna why it's creating a fade in and fade out when I'm trying to make a fade. Maybe I don't know. Maybe taking off the timer might help. I don't know. Remove the code. I don't know. It has something to do with the color palette, maybe. Let's see. Maybe the color palette has some factor into it. And remember, we still got to do the one for the menu too. So let's see what happens. Because I wanted to move quickly. The whole point of making a fading animation is to stay solid and not like being transparent when it fades out like that. It's supposed to stay solid. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they are the one who made the engine, so I'm trying to figure out what's the best course of action. Maybe if I take put put this semicolon to the fade out timer, and maybe that'll should do the trick. Let's see what happens. Play with the numbers until you get it right. That's all I gotta say. Work what you got. Okay, let's go back to the fade out for the title screen here. So you see, I can see that it doesn't have it does have a timer, a fade in and a fade in timer. But it doesn't have a fade in um, color palette. That's what I don't understand. Why they did not include that. So let's see what happens. We'll play with it and see what happens. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and close this and see how she behaves. If it crashes, it crashes. But it shouldn't. It should be solid. Well, close. It's close. It's close. It's better than what it was. You know. Now I don't know. It has something to do with the fade in and fade out code. So um, I'm gonna remove these two and see what happens. Even though I shouldn't, but I will. All right, let's take a look. The fade out should be. See, it's maybe removing these will probably do the trick. I don't know. Because I'm running out of options here. Let me take a look at the animation code one more time. So the animation there. So number 5. Oh, it's the same thing. All right, let's see now. All right, let's go ahead and close this and hope for the best. I did the best I could. Maybe I need to report this to them because I don't understand. It's supposed to go like that, and see, it's still making it black. So when you close it, but at least you guys see that I made a fade in. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to say. I took off the fade in and the fade out timer. They shouldn't act like that, because if I show you guys how the fade in and fade out works on Mugen, you'd be surprised. We'll fix that. Um, yeah. All right. I'm running out of options here because fading animation is supposed to be staying as solid, you know? So I don't know why it does that. I'm running out of options here because it shouldn't do that. So I don't know what to tell you guys. But at least we learned how to make a fade in, you know? I really don't know what to say. A scale. The fade in and fade out is right there. It's supposed to be a number 7. That's why it was acting weird. Right there. So I don't know, man. I don't see the I don't see no alpha color besides that one. I don't see anything in here about the alpha color. Input delay alpha color. See, that's not it. I don't see anything else besides that. So I don't know what to tell you guys. But at least we did it. Okay? Okay, then go ahead and save that. Let's look at it one more time. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, I did the best I could. But ain't it cool how I made the fade in? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. This is the best I can do. I mean, I can't do anything about that part, that little black part. I mean, when you put it solid, it's supposed to stay solid. And there shouldn't be no fade in and fade out on the option screen when I really removed it. So I don't know. It's just one of those things that You wish you could do something about it, but there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I don't see. I removed the fade in. I only kept was the fade out. I don't know what to tell you. Well, this is the best I can do for now. It is what it is. Now let's see how she reacts on arcade. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, see. See. Same thing. It's misbehaving. Same thing with the you know the select. So I go ahead and copy this real quick. I think it's number 5. What was it? Number 6. I can't remember. Shoot. Let me see here. Control F. Yeah, it was 5. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for fade in for select screen, because you want the only in the fade in, because you don't want to do it for the fade out, because the fade out is for the menu. We want the fade in with the select screen. Yeah, you see. So the fade in is out of the question, and then paste it right in here. There you go, number 5. Save. Let's take a look at that now. But yeah, you guys understand how to make the fade in, right? Oh, that was the wrong one. Uh, let's try number 6. No, it wasn't it. Okay, so let's try fade out. It's okay. That's part of practice, you know? Yeah, see, fade out was right. Wait a minute. Did I forget the... I did save it, right? Let me see. Yeah, let's see. It shouldn't affect the fade out. Why did it do that, though? That's what I don't understand. Mm, There's something in there in the title menu I need to fix. Oh, fade out, fade out. No wonder. There we go. All right, let's try it again. I was wondering why it was acting kind of weird. Yeah, see? All right, so this one should be the fade, the number 6. Let's see. Let's gonna keep doing this until we get it right. So much to do. Yeah, it's supposed to. We're gonna keep on playing with this till we get it right. See, that's supposed to come down though. That's why I don't understand. It's not supposed to come down. Yeah, see, it's supposed to do it like that. Okay, let's take a look at the select screen. We're almost, we're almost, we're supposed to go fade out only. Let's see. All right, let's try again. Hmm. Ah, but at least you guys get the idea, right? All right, let's try one more time. See how the fade in it comes in. See, it's supposed to go up. You see, and then yeah, yeah. Okay, now let's try the option screen now. Oh yeah, yeah. You see. Well, that's the best I can do, guys. I hope you guys understand how to make the option, the select screen in the title screen to make it fade in. I mean, I can't do anything about that black part. The only way I can do anything about that black part if I report it to them about it. So, um, yeah. I mean, on Mugen, I could show you guys that the fade out. If you turn off the fade time, the fade out time, it makes it solid on Mugen. But on Ikemen, it just no matter how hard you try, you can't do anything about that. You see, and I don't know what to do with that. I don't know if they've ever made a layer fade out layer no number in there. Maybe I can type that in. Let's see, fade out dot layer no equals 2. Same thing with fade in. Maybe that'll probably do the trick, stopping it from making it show that fade in for a millisecond. Because I don't know. I really don't know why they didn't. I don't know if they forgot about that or they didn't see that coming. So let's see. Yeah, see, there's nothing I can do about that black spot. So yeah, but yeah, you guys got the point. I think you guys know how to do this now, right? Well, this is Old Gamer saying, take it easy, you guys. And our next lesson it will be how to add and make a high score screen. Okay? Well, God bless and take it easy, you guys.